fishing reels. It is about fixed spool reels, beach, game, shore, you name it. So we've started at the top of the tree here. So obviously these are the Stellas. Obviously, if you can afford it, go for it. But for the UK angling scene, whether you're pike fishing or whether you're spin fishing, I mean, a 5,000 would be regarded as a heavy sort of spin fishing reel. I can't really see the point in having it for the UK scene. I'm just trying to think where you could use it. Sort my volume out. Somewhere like Norway, boat fishing in Norway, stuff like that. You can use these sort of reels for the the jig fishing and stuff like that. There's places on holiday like Norway and things. I personally, I don't live in this world of buying these sort of reels. However, I think they're nice if you can afford it. But you can probably spend a quarter of that and get something which is going to be pretty damn special. So we're just going to scroll through. Now, obviously, the smaller the reel, like the 3,000 is about mid range. You get sort of a 2,500 size, 4,000 size reel. Those sort of sizes, they're more geared up for like the spin fishing. So obviously, the smaller you go for, the lighter the reel is going to be. And obviously, if you get a good brand and pay a bit more money, you get something which is going to be smooth and nice and pretty much will handle anything really. It's about sort of everything being smooth and nice. And then you get like the heavy duty surfcaster sort of reels. You can get sort of quite a good one for about 80 quid, something like that, 100 quid, and obviously, all the way up. It's so we're just going to scroll through. I'm just trying to think what categories I can go through first. I'm going to go through the lure section first, and we're going to start with the Vanford, Shimano Vanford, and it is basically it's the next one up from the Stranic. They brought this one out in sort of supersedes the Stranic really. They still do the Stranic, they still have some for sale. Pretty much for me it's the same sort of reel. This one's just a little bit lighter, slightly different materials, might have a little bit of carbon on it somewhere. But anyway, this one gets a really good write up. 4,000 is okay for sort of heavy duty spinning, and 3,000, and there's a little 1,000 here. You can use that for your freshwater fishing as well, for your pike fishing, for your carp fishing and stuff like that. If you bring it into your freshwater as well. With the Vangfords, they do some different models, so you want to just check and do a little bit of research. One of them's got, I think, a slightly faster retrieve than the other, even though they've got the same title. So you just want to just really double check what you're going for. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I knew a couple of weeks ago. I don't know now. But yeah, you just want to do your research. This one here, I think the 2005 HG. Let's just click on that one, and it's got 89 centimeters per turn. All right, and it's got 9 kg of drag for a little reel. That's loads, and it's 180 gram. Look how light that is. All right, it wouldn't be suitable for boat fishing, not sort of deep water, sort of jigging and all that sort of stuff. But it'd be all right for shallow water, sort of. We're using light leads and things like that where the drift isn't so fast. So yeah, this you've got to be light to hold. So yeah, but one thing I will say about these sort of reels, they're not invincible. If you fall over and land on it, you might find you'll bugger up the mechanism inside. So you just want to be mindful that you got to be keep them safe. And they're not invincible, but if you can look after them, they'll last you forever. But yeah, I sometimes whip the spool off, squirt a little bit of oil in there, and do stuff like that. So there's the Vanford. That's quite expensive, getting nearly 200 quid. There's Abu Revo. Don't know much about them, but they're sort of similar, sort of lightweight sort of reel. Abu are pretty good. I think they brought out another one just recently. I saw. I'm not sure. I saw it one time and then it disappeared. Anyway, it was bloody expensive. It was about 300 quid. And it was like, not seen it before. But anyway, I mean, like you say, if you got the money. But for me, if you want to spend quite a lot of money and still get a really good reel, I would go for a Stranic, personally. This one here, I believe. That's 170. If you're going to pay 170, you might as well go full hog and get the Vanford. That's how I see it. The Vanford is superseding the Stradic. But I've fished with, I've got an 8,000 Stradic. It's 12 years old. I've had some seriously good fish on it, and it's still going strong. Use it for my beach fishing. So anyway, that's enough about beach reels. Largest 8,000 sort of size and onwards. This is spin reels. So I'm just giving you a few good ones there, which you can go for. Pen spin fisher. Now I actually think these pen spin fishers are actually quite good. They're a little bit on the heavy side, but they're very robust. There's a little 2,500 one here. It's just 117 quid. 3,500 there. I think they're slightly heavier. So I'll come back to them. I've just seen a little Mitchell here, 3,000. Now, something's telling me that's quite a good reel. I don't know why. It's light. Oh dear, it doesn't like that. Cancel that. Cancel that. Ooh. Talk's being a bender. Alright, so we've got, yeah, the Mitchell MX9 3000. Let's try again. Here we go. So it's ultra lightweight lure reel, 10 stainless steel ball bearings, corrosion resistant, high performance. I just think that's quite a good reel, but you're spending quite a lot of money. That's only about 50 quid more to get the Vanford. Shimano for me will always have the edge. But one thing I will say about this reel though, it's 69 cents per turn, 521. So the Vanford, a little bit more expensive, nice and light, but it's not got that great retrieve rate. So that's where the Vanford, you're up into about the 90 centimetre mark. So, but I still feel that's quite a good reel. So it depends what you want to use it for. If you want to use it for wrasse fishing off the rocks or something like that, that'd be perfect. So where are we? Pen Battle 2,500. 3. I've actually got this one here, the Pen Battle 3000. I brought it because I at the time I didn't want to spend too much money, and I just sort of wanted a reasonable sort of reel, and it's got quite a fast retrieve. It's a bit on the heavy side. I mainly bought it for pike fishing, but I know it's quite a good steady reel. And it just clicks, and it's just like a nice superb all round reel. You can use it on the boat as well, messing around on the boat. Yeah, so that's an option. They're quite good. They're the smaller ones, but I think that the smaller one would be a bit better, really. I've also got one of these, a Pentheus 3. They're not too bad. I've got this one here, 80 quid. If you don't want to spend too much, I mean, they're okay. I use it for lure fishing and everything. One thing about that particular reel, it's very light. Light lure and mullet fishing. It's a very light reel. That's why I bought it, really. And it's a quite fast retrieve. Great performance at a good price. Braid, yeah, I use £17 braid with that. That's not bad. So and here we go. We're sort of I mean, Daimler Ninja. I mean, if you ain't got a lot of money, these reels are okay. They get you fishing. Shimano Sedona. I had a look at one of them. I didn't think that's a very budget one. Like I say, it does the job, but I wouldn't get any smaller than 3,000 in it. You want 3,000 or 4,000 in that. I mean, it's 54 quid. I mean, they're all right. These other ones here, Crossfire and that. I mean, they're just doing a job. They're just filling a gap, really. So yeah, I mean, I personally, if you're planning on getting a reel, depending on what you're doing, it's a smallish reel. The cheapest I'd go is about 80 quid, something like that. And then I wouldn't go past 100 and 200 quid for the top end, and that's it. That's how I would do it. They're all quite good. I think Shimano have the edge, definitely. I think Abo are always pretty there in that price band. Pen produce some pretty damn good reels as well, in that sort of budget sort of range. Mitchell is something a bit different. So that's my spin fixed spool. Now, if we were going heavy duty boat, so this is we're going boat fishing. I know someone who brought one of these ones, a Shimano Sargo, and took it to Norway, and it's 220 quid. But it's quite heavy, like 450 grams. Maximum drag is 11 kg or 22 pound. XP8 rated waterproof body. Yeah, so designed and built for demands of the saltwater game angler. So yeah, you know, it's that's quite sort of you know, you can you probably do a bit of surf casting with it as well. The 5000. Do you know what I'm saying? You can sort of an all round sort of good one to go. 220 won't bust the bank. Super good quality. And yeah, so I mean, I'd recommend that one for some light sort of surf casting as well. But that's mainly for boat fishing. Obviously got power handle, and they're a lot more expensive. We're not going to go up there and look at them ones. These pen spin fishers are all right. Look, bit of boat fishing, sort of jig fishing, up tide fishing, even I suppose. This one here, this 3 live liner, 8000 live liner. So that's got like a bait runner on it there. So you can adjust the drag for the fish to go. You just click it back, and then it will go bait. Then that will be then based on your drag at the top. Same with this one here. This spin fisher SSV. This live liner here. These seem extremely well made. These ones. Probably a bit better made than the Fierce 3, I would say. So yeah, they're a bigger size, obviously for for boat fishing, like 6000, 8000. So yeah, there you go. That's the Stellas as well. Ridiculous amount of money for there. So let's go to the surf casting world. Beach and surf reel. So Edward Garcia Xenon 3000 MSH. Shimano Bullseye. Power Aero. Now, I used to have a Shimano Aero surf casting reel. I got it for about 80, 90 quid. I'm just sort of starting that sort of band really. I wouldn't waste your time with any of these cheap ones here. You're really just chucking your money away. They'll last for a little while. Airlex, here it is. Airlex. This one here, so 80 quid. That one there. What's it say there? We've still got Talk being absolutely anal. They're getting the sack. The Shimano Airlex XSB is a tough beach reel which is suited to all-round shore fishing. Quick set drag, powerful 6-1 gear helps you to do large fish if they exist. As you would expect, with Shimano, it is loaded with their key features to give you the beach performance you want. So if you're looking for a cheap option for a good reel when you're starting out, that is actually a really nice reel. I've had one in the past, the Airlex for surf casting. That one, it was about the same price back then. It's a bit on the heavy side, but they're all quite heavy. It won't bust the bank, and that gets you out fishing, and you won't have to worry about bloody bird's nest and things with a multiplier, something like that. So that would be one of my budget ones, definitely. What else can I see in here? Bait runner. I get the impression they're quite a slow retrieve, them ones. Crossfire. Yeah, I'm old school. I sort of I like the Shimanos for fixed pull reels. I like Shimano all day, if I'm brutally honest. But again, it's like it's just reflected in the price really. What's this? It's got it in here. Look. So we've got Abu Garcia Xenon. This is the reel I was talking about earlier on. 3000 size. Right, and he's put it in beach surf reel. So I click on that. Ultra lightweight premium lure reel. Oh, go away. It's getting on my bloody nerves, that is. Japanese design, salt shield, compact contour full magnesium body, V compact medium rope for extreme low inertia, contour form super compact magnum body, 5.2 max drag, that's quite a lot. Recovery 96, look how fast that is. 155 grams. So you look at it and you look at it, salt shield. It's got a fingerprint on there, I think. You just got to weigh it up whether you've got 400 quid to spend on something like that. For half the price, you could get a Vanford 3000, and you'll be totally satisfied with that. So, do you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know how they justify that price, really, to be perfectly honest. But don't get me wrong, that'd be a serious piece of kit. But I don't know why it's on there, because it's for me a beach fixed spool wants to be sort of 8,000 and upwards. They've got like 4,000, so that's more size. That one there. I'm just trying to find. This is a Daimler. Is there a Daimler? Can I click on Daimler? Where are we? Daimler. Here we are. Emblem cross. Daimler Shorecast. Emblem surf. Yeah. They used to do one called a Whisker, which is pretty good. I think I still got one. And that was 6,000 size. That's pretty good. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the multiplier beach reels. Again, it's just, you know, I can't go much. I can't stray beyond a Shimano really. Something sort of 80 quid upwards would be my preferred. Would be my sort of, you know, for pounds. If you're going to spend it on that, that'd be pounds well spent in that area for me. You know, there's lots of options. You might have some dealer might be able to do some sort of combo deal with you, so that points you towards a certain type of reel. But usually that would be stock you can't shift, or stuff which has been superseded. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I sort of, what have we got on here? Let's go to best sellers. He's saying the Penn Surf Blaster is his number one seller. Okuma Surf. I think that would be okay, but if I was spending that sort of money, I'd rather have the Shimano, I think. You see, Echios Fury. I wouldn't pay too much attention to a lot of these recommendations on here. Yeah, I'm sort of old school. I sort of the other, you know, some of the companies I've been talking about, they've been doing it a lot longer, and you know what I'm saying. They've been there, seen it and done it, and really their stuff is as good as it can be for the money. So you know, and they're, you know, I've had some of their stuff which will just, as long as you look after it, it'll just keep going. You know, but some of these other brands, they're new kids on the block, and you know, they're probably just looking to make a quick dime. But you know, you'll buy some stuff and you get burnt on it, and you know, or you might, you know, you buy a load of stuff and then you might get fed up with it and not use it or something. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know, you might just want a little reel for a holiday or something like that. You know, but if you want something which is going to last, and one thing I will say, it's something you can rely upon. So yeah, these handles, you'll find that with these reels you can whip them out and you can fix them the other side to suit how you like to hold your, how you like to retrieve. So you can do that. Yeah, so that's pretty much the fixed spool. Oh my god, that is doing my head in. That is. That's pretty much the fixed spool. If anyone's got anything to add to it, they can do. I can't really think of anything more I can go in depth with, other than, well, they're certainly easier to cast than a multiplier. They're easier to use at night. You spend more time fishing and less time sort of untangling using one of these. So yeah, it's yeah, I wouldn't say you've got to buy top end gear, but if you're going to spend some money, just go that extra yard and spend a little bit more, and you've got something which will probably won't need replacing for maybe 10 years. Do you know what I'm saying? If you look after it. as where the other stuff will probably eventually let you down at some point, especially if it's getting quite a bit of use. It'll start to seize up, or or something will, part of the mechanism will fall off, or something like that. But you go to a reputable brand, and you'll go. Failing that, go into a tackle shop and tell them what you want. Tell him what you want, something good quality, and most of them are pretty sort of genuine people, really, and point you in the right direction. But there you go. Right, that's the fixed spool reels. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Done another one on multiplier reels, and really, they're just sort of for people who are just sort of starting up and they're not quite sure on the decision making around sort of the reels. So some of you guys watching this video might think, oh god, droning on a bit there. However, a lot of those topics for a lot of people, it goes straight to the point of what you need to know and what will help you sort of make decisions on buying reels. And for someone who's been fishing for lots of years, I'm talking 30, 35 years, I have those answers straight away. So it's not all been glossed over with marketing and stuff like that, which you get on the internet when reading up on things. So this is like a real sort of down to earth, this is what works, this is the sort of price band, and don't waste your time with this, go for this, don't spend that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's more sort of direct. So a lot of you guys who already really experienced with fishing will look at that and think, oh my god, what on earth is he going on about here? However, someone who's starting up, this information, he may not have this information, and that will certainly help him make his mind up. But there you go. It's just a bit of fun at the end of the day. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later.